and all the hipsters, all the, those chubby green-haired tundra Wookiees. They want to have abortions, but no one will sleep with them. You know those? You're doing it because you're a filthy communist, and you're trying to unravel our society. Yeah, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free. I almost hit puberty there for the second time. Be free, stay free. I was kind of like one of the Brady Bunch there. The podcast, Be Free, Stay Free, from the most amazing place in the world. It's MAGA heaven, the America First Warehouse. Go to the AmericaFirstWarehouse.com. Check out what's coming. Lots of fun stuff. Some surprises coming. And, of course, don't forget, you can come here for free every Friday night to watch me and the boys from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice. And I am not alone today. I have a special guest. You may know her as as my squeeze. My squeeze. It's Jessica Colazzo, the famous Jessica Colazzo, comedian and KDJ MAGA Slam Piece, as she's been called. You have been called MAGA Slam Piece, haven't you?
Yes, I was actually going to say that, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to.
Yeah, you can say MAGA Slam Piece. MAGA Slam Piece. I wish they had our names on the thing below, because it'll say KDJ and MAGA Slam Piece. That would be kind of funny.
Well, Jackie and Gus got us those glasses, and mine said MAGA Slam Piece, remember?
Yeah, so here's what happened, folks. We were allegedly at at the Capitol on January 6th. Allegedly. And what happened is the clown from that ass goblin, that salad dodging ass goblin from NBC, Ryan J. Riley, one of the two, he all over me, just hated me. It was pretty funny. You can read it now. You can go just Google Kevin Downey Jr. January 6th, but they never mentioned her name. So some friends of hers.
I was going to say that was the worst part of the whole thing. He couldn't be bothered to mention my name.
You know, that's the best part.
It was embarrassing.
Well, then again, yeah, they mentioned my name, and they had the animals coming out. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. You're an insurrectionist. You're a terrorist. Probably got a Betsy Ross flag on your porch, you animal. Anyway, they didn't mention her name, so they got what did mine say? They got us glasses when they etched on them.
Yours said Famous Kevin.
Famous Kevin, and hers was MAGA Slam Piece. Yep. So here you go. That's a good, you know what, if you were a drag queen, MAGA Slam Piece might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. Folks, I'm sure you know by now, yet another far-left transmabob wacko went to yet another Catholic school to kill children. Kill children. That's what they do. This is what happens when you tell your crazies that the Christians are out to genocide you. Now, I defy you. I'm not saying I'm always right, but I defy you to show me one instance of Christians going after trans people and killing them. You can't. I can tell you about a school shooting in Memphis a couple years ago. Remember the transmabob chick? I'm a boy now. No, you're not. You're a crazy animal. And she killed 6 people, 3 of them 9 years old. Well, we have 2 children today who are dead, and I believe 16 others in the hospital. Everyone who was critically injured was a kid. This animal, he blocked the doors so they couldn't get out. Big, tough guy. Starts shooting through the windows at the kids. And, well, folks, everything that you think would happen has happened. He's a transmabob. He had a bunch of bullets. He had a handful of guns. And, of course, within moments, total slimesters. Amy Klobuchar, she's a senator from, I think, Minnesota. And, of course, the lizard himself, Chuck Schumer, came out blaming guns. It's the Republicans and their guns. Republicans and their guns. Of course, that's what it is. And now, if it had been, let's say, a Muslim, it wouldn't have been his fault. It wouldn't have been the fault of Islam or anything. It would have been his easy access to guns. No, it's never about the gun. I may or may not own a gun. We may or may not be fans of the Second Amendment, would you say?
Yes, and you know what? I was thinking maybe they should add to the gun application, are you trans? Or,
Yeah.
What is your pronoun? And then multiple choice, I'm an American. That's the correct answer.
I like it. Jessica Colazzo coming up with some great ideas for the upcoming legislative meetings throughout the land. That's a good idea. Now, folks, I will tell you this. If you have been deemed mentally ill, you can't buy a gun. Now, this animal legally changed his name from Robert to Robin because he's a woman now. And right there, that is the giveaway. If you have gender dysphoria, you are sick in the head. And I'm not attacking you. I don't care what you do. If you want to wear a dress, have at it. But this, remember, folks, I've said it before, when it comes to these Marxists, the issue is never the issue. The issue is always a revolution. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is I had a conversation with a transgender person, a man living as a woman, who called my radio show and said, yeah, I tried to kill myself, and since then I've been kicked out of 3 support groups for transgender people just for saying, hey, let's not go after the kids. And they said, oh, no, we're going after the kids. Get out of here, you traitor. Even though this person tried to commit suicide, supposedly on their side. But if you're not in it to win it, you're not on their side. It's not enough to be trans and to want to stay away from kids. You have to go after the kids. That is the issue. Go after the kids. That is the issue. It's not trans. They don't care about trans people. They don't care about black people. I said this before. I'll say it again. The Marxist ideologies of let prisoners out of jail, cashless bail, and defund the police, those have led to the deaths of more black people in 3 years than the Klan killed in 160. I kid you not. Jessica, how surprised were you to see it's another trans Bob who shot up the school?
I'm wondering how many this is now.
Well, I'm counting.
That we know of.
I'm counting 7 trans or non-binary shooters in the last few years. Now, for a tiny population, they seem to be killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that's a little out of control.
Yeah, and we'll get into this later about who's blaming who, but you know who it's going to be. But I've got some other stuff that you may not have heard of yet about this shooting. I don't know if you heard it either. Jessica, look at this. 2 years ago, wouldn't you know it, a guy who he works for the Catholic schools. He works for the Catholic schools in Minnesota, and he said, hey, we've got a problem. We got a problem here. We're not safe in the Catholic school. We're not safe. And Tim Walz said, well, we could find some money for you, and we could just sort of make that, hire some cops and all that jazz. But nope, they chose to do nothing. Now, they spent $250 million on hungry kids at COVID time, which 74 people, one of them a white woman and the other 73 Somalis, went after it, and they've been taking mad stacks from the $250 million COVID fund that fed virtually no kids but lined the pockets of a bunch of Democrats from Somalia. Jessica, let me ask you something. If you're a governor and some priest comes to you and says, hey, we have reason to feel like we're being threatened, and Tim Walz says, well, I've got money to put tampon machines in high schools, but I can't protect yours, and then the place gets shot up, what should happen to Tim Walz?
Here's what I would do. I would soak one of those tampons in the hottest hot sauce ever, and you know the rest.
I know the rest. Tim Walz gets a little keister boost, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Keister boost. Look at this. Look at this. So we've got, you know what? Why don't we show the video? We've got one clip tonight. Can we see that clip right now, please? This is CNN lying about guns.
It seemed like a rifle, he said.
Listen to this animal.
Semi-automatic rifle.
Not her, the guy.
And it went on for several minutes.
Right, and look, that's not uncommon as well. These things can shoot dozens of bullets, in just one trigger pull, right? And so what happens in this case is sometimes they have enough time to reload. It's one of the most horrific things.
With one trigger pull. Dozens. There you go.
So, where did this person get a machine gun? I'm confused.
Exactly. Now, Jessica, I happen to know you have fired an AR-15 in your life. Mm-hmm. What happens when you pull the trigger once? How many bullets come out?
One.
If you wanted a dozen to come out, how many times would you have to pull that trigger?
A dozen times.
Dozen times. So your math is dead on. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening here, folks. That whole bit right there was just to demonize guns. The left loves when there's a shooting. because they will use this and they'll say, look at all the dead people. We better take away your guns, you Americans. Jessica, how many people have you shot?
I'd rather not. I'm just kidding. 0.
0 people. How many have your guns ever snuck out while we're sleeping?
I hope not.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. That right there is a hit piece, folks. The left loves when people get killed, especially children. They love it when children and black people get shot, because then they can say, look at all these kids, better take away your guns. Or here's my favorite, gun violence disproportionately affects black people. We better get rid of your guns. Well, my guns haven't killed any black people. My guns haven't killed any kids. They take these numbers. This is why in Chicago, if you're a young black man, you've got an illegal gun, they can't take it from you, can't arrest you. Well, you would think he probably shouldn't have the gun. They want more people to get shot so they can take your guns. It worked in Australia in 1996, big mass shooting, 32 people killed, and they went after the guns. Now, let me ask you, Jessica, is there any chance that the Democrats, the politicians in the Democratic Party have maybe led this person on by saying, they hate you, they're going to kill you, they're going to genocide you? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's all about influence.
Even if you got to lie. Jessica, like myself, a former liberal. You voted for Hillary. Yeah, there you go. Where you stand now?
Trump, baby, MAGA.
All right, we've got 17 seconds left. What's the biggest influence that turned you into a MAGA head? Go.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh. Oh, my God, I heard he was a racist. We'll talk about Rush Limbaugh when we get back, because he's brilliant. Hold on.
Who broke the television?
Can we laugh at that? Sounds to me.
As of this week, public gay sex will now be mandatory.
Am I the only one that see his lips move?
Keep going, baby.
I'm sorry, maybe I overreacted.
Corporate transfer, fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Hey, fellow patriots, it's Cindy Gross here, host of Right for America from your favorite place, the America First Warehouse. You've seen me show on my show so many products from this country's #1 most patriotic manufacturer with close to 400 products. You need to exchange the products you use in your house to this company and make your dollars count in our country.
Freddie Rubino here at the America First Warehouse. I'm inviting you to the live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Just click on the QR code right above my shoulder and you can get tickets. Live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Drinks, snacks, it's a great time. We'll see you there October 18th.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Yeah, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free with special
talent on loan from God.
God. With none other than Betty Boom herself, Jessica Colazzo. You're working everywhere. We're working everywhere. Summer's been slow, but
yes.
I love the new. You're already doing the pinup thing. Now you took it to a next level. You look saucy.
Thank you.
You look saucy. If I were straight, oh boy. Now we're talking about this horrific shooting. We'll get back to that. But you said Rush Limbaugh turned you.
Yes.
How was it? Because he turned me. The true son of liberty is the one who got me on the path. But I found Rush Limbaugh, and I couldn't miss him. What was it about him that made you say, yeah, this guy, he's really got it down?
So just for whoever is listening at home, when we first got together, you would ask me to put on 7:10 a.m. so we could listen to Rush. And I would be like, oh, you mean racist radio? So I put it on, and every day that I listened was just more and more fascinating and entertaining and funny. And I was really learning a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just felt this connection to him that was almost like he was my father, like giving me the best advice.
Yeah.
You know?
I love him. I loved him.
And I just knew that everything he said came from a good place.
Right. Now, he tried to buy into a football team. They said, you can't because you're a racist. And he said, every show of mine is available for free. Show me where I was racist. And no one could find anything.
Yep.
No one could find anything, but they didn't let him buy in anyway because they're a bunch of animals. That's what they are. Now, they're talking about Tim Walz, this horrific mass shooting. Tim Walz, this comes from the Daily Wire. Headline, Minnesota Catholic school leader warned Tim Walz of critical school safety threats. He did nothing. All right, this is 2 years ago. The guy said, hey, we need some help here. Tim Walz, of course, said, yeah, I'm on that, and did nothing, but gave money. He spent a lot of money putting tampons in the boys' rooms at high schools, and, of course, money for the NGOs, the Marxists, and the various bog frogs and swamp wigglers who need money to get by, and then they give it to people. And keep in mind, folks, and I don't know if you listen to my radio show. If you don't, you should. But I said this a lot on the radio. I'll say it here. Here's what's going on with those NGOs. They always have names like Save the Tree Frog, but what they're really doing is hating Jews or trying to cut off your son's wiener or something like that. It's always a lefty, it's a front for a lefty BS movement. Tim Walz giving money to them, but not helping these Catholic schools that we know are targeted. We know. Now, here's the fun part. Why would a trans person go after a Christian school? Twice now. Maybe more, twice I can think of. Keep in mind, there's also a mass shooting in Minneapolis the night before at a Catholic high school. So that's two in 2 days. Is it the same guy? What do you think?
How close are they?
Pretty close. Real close.
Same gun?
They don't know yet. They haven't taken any bullets from the walls or anything. It's too soon for them to say, yep, it's the same gun.
Okay.
Now, one of two things is happening. A, there's one animal in Minneapolis trying to kill Christians, kids, or B, there are two animals. And as we know, Minnesota is the bluest of blue states. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It could be.
It's hard to say because we don't know enough details.
Yep. And I'll tell you this. They were real quiet about that first mass shooting. School shootings tend to become huge, but that one went away. And I was like, how did that go away? So, folks, when it goes away fast, that means the shooter is someone the press doesn't want you to know about. It means it's a transmabob, maybe a black guy, or maybe a black woman. Unless it's some Peckerwood and a MAGA hat, that's when they love to tell you.
That's you.
I am a Peckerwood and a MAGA hat. Peckerwood is a funny word for redneck. I'm kind of a redneck.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm trailer park adjacent, because I never lived in one. But my parents did, so I've spent a lot of time in one. But here's the thing. Am I really white trash? Because my parents never rented. They owned their double wide. So I think I am not. I think I'm, at best, Caucasian debris.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
All right. There you go. Now, we saw CNN taking this moment to say, you pull the trigger on one time and dozens of bullets come flying out. That is a lie. This was a semi-automatic rifle, if that's what he used. He has one in his video. There's a very creepy video. The one I saw was 11 minutes long. Folks, wait till you see it. Where's your God? I hate when people do that. I'm no longer friends with someone. Remember those little girls got washed away, Collazo?
Yes, horrible.
And let's not say his name, but someone that I have been pretty close to said, well, maybe that'll teach you to stop believing God, finally. And I thought, what kind of an animal are you? Now, keep in mind, there were people on the left, we'll call them racists, going, yeah, screw those little white girls. Yeah, haha, there you go. This is what we're up against, folks. This is exactly what we're up against. We've been told white supremacy is the big problem here, but I don't see white people going out saying, I love Caucasians and shooting people, or I hate black people, I'm shooting people. One guy with that animal, I forget his name, and I don't even want to say his name, shot 8 black people, I don't know, about 8-10 years ago. Since then, I can't find any. I did see a black guy run over 70 people in a Christmas parade. I did see 2 trans people shoot up schools. I'm seeing a lot of this. Here's what they do. Remember, folks, for Marxism to succeed, you got to pick an oppressor. That would be Caucasians like me. I guess you're honky adjacent because you're 100% Puerto Rican.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know. They're not going to ask either. As we're all getting slaughtered, you're not going to be like, yeah, Puerto Rico, take a blood sample. You can run my DNA. I'm from Puerto Rico.
That's okay. When the race war does come, I'll be on the side with all the guns.
It will be. It will be. I was talking about in Chicago. I don't know if I said this. If you're a young black man who gets pulled over with an illegal gun, they can't arrest you. And I don't even think they can take the gun. And now you know what they're going to do with that gun. Remember I was saying they want to stack up the body count. Say, look at all these black people. And they do it with everything. Remember with COVID disproportionately affects people of color. As if COVID is racist. Now, Collazo, let me ask you, you and I lived through COVID together. Is it true that COVID can't get you when you're sitting down in a restaurant, but will eat you when you're standing up?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's what they say. And the darker your skin, the more likely you are to die.
Oh, and you can't just have alcohol. You need to have food too.
Yeah.
Because that will protect you.
Yeah, COVID. If you're full, COVID goes on to the next person. But if you're having a beer at the bar, you're not eating. That's it. COVID's going to eat you. Now, keep in mind, folks. Keep in mind, and I'm not starting a Klan rally or anything like that, but they are really out to get white people. Because as you know, and if you don't, I'll remind you, both Comrade Kathy Hochul and Gropey Joe Biden, President Fingerdiddle himself, said, we've got these COVID medicines, Paxlovid or something. Minorities first. Minorities first. Collazo, if Trump had said, hey, we got COVID, white people get the medicine first, what would have happened?
Bad things, riots.
Yep.
A lot. Burning buildings, really bad things.
And you know what? I would have disagreed with that. I'd say whomever is sick should get the medicine. No. Folks, there's a mission here. There is a mission here. Demonize white people. Because look, we are the biggest threat to the Marxists. And I'll add this. Every American who loves liberty is on their hit list. Everyone, black, white, doesn't matter. They're going to start with us. That is what they're going to do. And the white adjacent, I love how who's the guy that killed Trayvon Martin? George Zimmerman. Mm-hmm. George Zimmerman, he's Hispanic. His dad is Hispanic, his mom was white, kind of like Obama. Obama's the first black president, but George Zimmerman, he was a big old white guy. That's part of it, is it not? Demonize the honkies.
Yep.
Demonize the honkies. Remember, folks, you demonize, then you dehumanize. That way, you're not killing a person, you're killing an animal you don't like. That's how they did it in Nazi Germany. That's how they did it in China. That's how they did it in the Soviet Union. That is not a person. That thing is something else, and that thing hates you, and that thing would kill you if it got a chance. And that's why they laugh when they read about little white girls drowning. And I promise you right now, there's some Antifa prags celebrating this whole thing. I remember when Antifa was just a myth. Remember that?
It was never just a myth.
It was never. Now, let's assume you've been to Trump rallies, allegedly. Have you seen any Antifa types?
I sure have.
Yeah, are they scary?
No, not really. I mean,
Not unless it's 5-1.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say that. So when they're in large groups and they have their helmets and their armor and their backpacks full of God knows what, that is scary, especially if you're walking by yourself.
Yeah, with
Trump supporter, wearing a Trump shirt or hat or whatever, you're done.
We saw a guy at one of the rallies in D.C. He had a Trump bike, and he was all popular. And the last I saw of him was on videotape. It was dark, and he was alone, and they swarmed him.
Yep.
And beat the potato salad out of him.
Messed up his bike.
Yeah. Now, Jessica sent me this article from the New York Post. It's hilarious. 4 or 5 of these little ninny hammers put on their black clothes, and they went to Crown Heights, Brooklyn, because in 1991, a Jewish man accidentally hit a black kid in a car, and there were really bad riots. I was living in New York City then. I remember them. And they showed up. They said, we're going to start another riot over that. And the black people mocked them and said, you better get out of here. We're gonna thump you. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Amazing.
Great.
And what came after that, though? The warning about what are the new ones called?
Oh, I forget.
Super Antifa prags? Or?
Yeah, I sent you that article at 5:30 this morning.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. But here's where things are different, folks. Antifa would just beat you up and, maybe throw your sound system into the lake if you're a Christian, because they hate Christians. They hate Christians. Now, here's, we're going to talk about why trans people are attacking Christians and not Islam. I know the answer, but it'll be fun to talk about. But the new Super Antifa, they're shooting ICE agents. They're stabbing ICE agents. Folks, Colasso, tell me, am I wrong? Are they going to come after Trumpsters next?
Oh, of course.
And these ones are heavily armed, folks. Heavily armed. They drew out some ICE agents in, I think, Texas that took shots at them. All sorts of nasty business going on. We're with Jessica Colasso. Jessica Colasso, comedian, and happens to be living with me. You're welcome. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to tell you all about Colasso's calendar.
The America First Warehouse Ultra MAGA store for all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Warehouse Ultra MAGA store.
Good morning. It's me, Joe the Box, wearing my Border 911 hat signed by Tom Holman, Rodney Scott, and Sarah Carter. The country has had enough. The American Horror Story is over. Border 911. Tom Holman is coming through. My brother's son, my friends' children. We're done with it. 100,000 were lost lives every single year. God bless you, Tom.
Are you a musician, comedian, actor, filmmaker, or artist who stands for traditional American values? Do you believe in the preservation of our nation, our culture, and our freedoms? If you share our passion for America and want to use your talents to make a difference, we want to hear from you. Our mission is clear. Through the arts, we uphold the principles of freedom, faith, family, and the American spirit. It's time to step up to the mic and make your voices heard. So contact us at AmericanConservativeArtists.com. The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
The America First Warehouse,
Yeah, baby, we're back. We're talking about this horrific mass shooting, and we're talking about how the left hates white people and how the left hates Christians, and they want to send us to gulags, and they want to kill us. That is what the Soviets did with the kulaks. Remember, those were like middle-class people. Middle-class people are very hard to control because they don't need the government for anything, and they don't want to be told what to do. They're self-sufficient. That's why, and I mentioned this on the radio show the other day, that's why everyone on welfare didn't have to get the COVID shot that Biden wanted you to get. Remember how he tried to make us all get one, mandate it? Maybe he went after your employer and said, you make them get that shot, and some people had to. So weird how the people crossing the border didn't have to get it, and how people on welfare didn't have to get it because the government already controls them. They don't control you. If you're one of those filthy people, maybe you own a home, you animal, you're middle class, not rich, you're doing well. Maybe, I would say pretty much everyone we know is middle class. I mean, we don't own a house or anything, but we're not starving, obviously. Now, look at this. We're talking about the hatred of Christians, excuse me, and honkies, Christians and Caucasians in Minnesota. Look at this. In Minnesota, you can go to college for free if you're a resident, and provided you didn't, provided you don't go to a Catholic church or any church that, and I quote, says any church or any college that requires faith statements or wants you to follow lifestyle expectations on sexuality and gender identity. In other words, if you're smart enough to know that a man can't give birth and a man can't be a woman by chopping off his twig and berries, well, they don't want you. You have to believe what they believe, or you don't get to go to college for free. Now, they're going after Catholics here. I want to know, because I know Muslims not big fans of the gay community. And this trans idiot, he's shooting up Christians. Now, Collazo, let me ask you something. Have you heard of Queers for Palestine?
I have.
All right. How many queers are in Palestine right now? How many queers for Q4Ps are in Palestine right now?
Probably none that are alive.
Probably none that are alive, yeah. Because they routinely throw gay men off a building. Sometimes they hang them from cranes. Sometimes they just shoot them. They just shoot them. And if you think they don't like gay men, wait till they get a load of Carl, who became Carla. Wait till they get a load of that. That's not going to go well. But they're told that Muslims are victims too of white supremacy. Now, if they win, folks, if the Islamo-communists win, who's going to go first? MAGA or trans people? Jessica Collazo, take that question and run with it.
Most definitely trans people.
Most definitely trans people, because the left, folks, remember, they don't care about anyone. The issue is never the issue. The issue is always the revolution. Trans people are mentally ill. I know, I've known some very nice people. I got along with them great, but they're crazy. So, and now keep in mind, this is the only mental illness where people on the left will encourage them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like if you were a paranoid schizophrenic, I wouldn't be like, you go out there, you stab people, baby. Live your life.
You listen to those voices in your head.
Yeah. You live your true life and go stab some people. Go stab them. But yeah, and they believe it. They believe it. I think for two reasons. Number one, the left has always felt, and I say this as a former liberal, that they have the intellectual and moral superiority over Republicans, Christians, and MAGA especially.
Yeah, they sure do think they're better than us.
They think they're better than us, and they need to think that. I'm telling you right now, did you see the lady in Chicago? She took a picture. She goes, yeah, Trump, I got carjacked.
With a broken arm, yeah.
And I got a broken arm, but I'd rather have that than you in town. Okay.
That's psychotic.
Oh, yeah. That's how they are. I've seen them. I've seen people like this. It is amazing what they're willing to go through. They are not in control of their own minds anymore. They're just not in control, folks. They will do what it takes to be part of the cool kids club, if that's what you want to call it.
I'm starting to wonder if they have chips in their brains.
Yeah. And the silicone chip inside their head gets switched to overload. You know that song?
No.
Oh. I don't like
familiar.
Mondays. I don't like Mondays. Now, let me run this past you, Collazo. So we talked about the CNN guy. So you pull the trigger once, dozens of bullets come flying out. You remember Biden said, AR-15 will cut a deer in half. Not unless he's got a bazooka.
Right, yeah. I mean, the bullet's like, what, like maybe that round? And
It's long, and
Yeah,
there's
it's
power
long.
behind it, but it's not wide. It's not going to cut. And you can get other ARs and bigger bullets. You're not going to cut a deer in half with a bullet. That's insane. That's insane. Look at this. CNN lying. I've got someone from MSNBC, and I'm not even going to, it doesn't matter what his name is. Maybe we'll get to it. So he's on MSNBC, which might be called MS now, because they're going out of business. He says, having a big discussion on why would someone do this. They know he's trans. They know, I saw the video. I hate Trump. I want to kill Trump. I hate Christians. I hate Jews. Long live Palestine. It's all the usual garbage that are being fed. And this Jack Pudding, he goes on TV, and he's, excuse me, it's National Security Analyst Christopher O'Leary. He says, you know what I think it might be? It might be the COVID lockdowns that sent this wacko over the edge. COVID lockdowns and the gamification of culture by increasingly dangerous games. Well, you see where he's going. Has nothing to do with the fact that they've been telling people on MSNBC how bad the white Christians are, just how evil. And now one of them takes the bait and goes up and shoots some people. And their whole thing is, it might have been the COVID lockdowns that sent this wackadoo over the edge. Colazo.
Oh, and you know who they're going to blame for that?
Oh, yeah.
Trump.
Trump, of course. See, either way you cut this one, they are to blame. The left was behind COVID lockdowns, excuse me, and the left is behind the violent rhetoric. Now, Colazo, you were locked down. How many mass shootings have you committed?
Zero.
Zero mass shootings. There you go. Look, he says it right here. He goes, the effects of COVID and the isolation and what's called the gamification influence, where young men are growing up being raised by video games. All those things are involved in people mobilizing towards violence more routinely. Now, when I was a kid, it was Ozzy Osbourne who was responsible for all the shootings. It's that devil music. It's that devil music. And that was
my generation. It was Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it was.
And Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. I will admit that there was. I never did this, but I'm a big fan of the Three Stooges, and they had to take them off in Detroit because one stupid kid shaved his brother's tongue, and then that was that. Now the rest of us can't watch Three Stooges because your kid's tarted. He's tarted. He shaved his brother. But yeah. What do you think? Now, I think they know they did it. I think they know they did it, but they're not going to admit that they're behind this. They never do. They're blaming video games and the COVID lockdowns. Yeah, I don't know. Any opinions on this? I mean, it makes me sick. It really makes, I mean, it's laughable. Here's the question. Do you think this sort of thing will turn more people away from the Democratic Party? The shooting and the fact that they're saying, must have been video games. How does that affect voters? The normal voters.
I think they need to keep their mouths shut about any shootings, to be honest, because they always just say the worst possible thing.
Yeah, absolutely they do. They say the worst thing. Well, there's Republicans and their guns. This has nothing to do with the guns. They're the ones running around saying they want to kill you. Folks, let's say I'm crazy, and you've convinced me that there's a group of people out there who want to kill me, and I'm a nut job. I'm a wackadoo. Of course I'm going to go defend myself. Well, I'll kill you before you kill me. And that's why this is happening.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Cobra Kai, do or die. Perfect. So, yeah, now we're blaming video games again. And anytime something comes up that the left doesn't like, it's always video games, unless it's the rock and roll music. Ozzy Osbourne, he's making kids eat bats and kill people. I've never seen any teenager listen to, I don't know, anyone. And I just listen to Rat, and I'm going to go shoot up them all. It just never happened that way. Now, are people desensitized to violence? I don't think so.
Not in person, I don't think.
Yes.
In real life. You know, they may be like, maybe you can play a scary video game and it doesn't faze you, but if that were to happen to you in real life,
I was just going to say that if you've ever been to a crime scene or a murder scene, it's brutal. I I studied to be a cop, stop laughing, at a big famous school, university called, what was it called? Schoolcraft Community College. That's what it is called. I didn't graduate. But I have looked at pictures. They'd say, we're going to teach you how to tell the difference between a murder and a murder-suicide. And there are big differences. And just looking at, not even being there, looking at the pictures, horrific. I saw a car crash, blood all over the driver's side door. Horrific. I agree with you 1,000%. People may be desensitized to it in movies, games, and whatnot, but not in real life. Because once you see that, ugh.
I know. My friend's dad was a forensic photographer in the Navy, and he showed me all of his pictures. Really sick stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you have to be around that. You have to be in a war and see it a lot before you get desensitized to it. This is not games, folks. It's not video games. It's not being locked down. This is telling people. I think there's a little MK Ultra here. Little, hey, when we say this word, you're going to go crazy. Ready? I think that a little of that going on. I think that's how they killed RFK Sr. And something is setting these off, and it's the constant, you're going to die, they're going to kill you, they hate you. They want to genocide you. Well, let me ask you this. How many Christian kids have to be shot and killed before we can say the genocide is coming from the other side? 2 more little kids dead today, 16 in the hospital, critical condition. It's only going to get worse. Now, I called this on the radio in January. I said, Trump wins, it's going to be a hot summer. I'll be honest, I didn't see 2 mass shootings in Minneapolis in 2 days coming at all. And I don't think we're out of this. We've got 10 seconds. Jessica Colazzo, we got to hear about your calendar when we get back. Remind me. We'll jump into that first. Hold on, folks. We'll be back.
Corrupt judges, broken families, families torn apart. This isn't justice. If you've been wronged by the system, join us. Don't stand alone. Hi, I'm Gary Jacobs, president of Americans for Legal Reform. We're the oldest legal reform group in the United States. The justice system in the United States should be transparent, fair, and open to everybody and accessible. Unfortunately, many times that's not the case. At Americans for Legal Reform, we are here to help. Join the movement. Visit AmericansForLegalReform.com and help reform the system before it fails you.
Hi, my name is Elena Ruseva, aka Megalangela. Please check my art at www.megalangela.vip.
The America First Warehouse Ultra MAGA store for all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Warehouse Ultra MAGA store.
The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
It's Tuesday here at the America First Warehouse. I am Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket. Freddie Rubino here from the America First Warehouse, coming to you live, the most patriotic venue in the land.
Welcome to Right for America.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting!
Welcome to Tune In Tuesday of the Patriots Podcast, live streaming every Tuesday night at 7:30.
Another edition of On the Right Side here, and you can catch us weekly, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And welcome to Liberty's Cage, where we rip the veil off America's broken justice system, prisons that crush spirits, and a society that shuns people who have paid their price.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome to Suffocating in Suburbia with me, your host, Stevie GB.
Yeah, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, Be Free, Stay Free, with my lovely querida, Jessica Colazzo. Did I say that right? Querida. Does that mean partner?
It means like, it's like a term of endearment. It means like my love, whatever.
I like calling you my partner just because it pisses off the left.
It's really gay.
It is really gay. Now, speaking of gay, why don't you talk about that calendar you got there?
Oh, it's super gay.
Super gay. I love it. So why don't you let us know what's going on and where we can find them. The 2026 Jessica Colazzo Pinup Betty Boom calendar, folks.
Yes, it's my that's my pinup name, Betty Boom. It's a 2026 mini desk calendar. I did a photo shoot with Sarah Miller, who is phenomenal. And you'll love all the photos. There are a couple nods to Trump in there.
Yeah, 4th of July.
For July and January.
There you go. So where can we get this MAGA calendar of yours?
On my Facebook Marketplace.
How do we find you?
So you can find me by searching Jessica with a Y. Last name Colazzo, Collazo. You'll see my pinup headshot right away. You'll know it's me, and then you can I pinned it to my my page, so you can. It's the first thing up there.
There you go, folks. Get your Jessica Colazzo calendar. Look for Jessica with a Y. Now, what happened to Jessica on Facebook?
I was permanently banned 4 times.
For being a filthy MAGA head.
Yep. 100%.
So now she has to.
It's funny because one of the 4 times, all I did was post a meme of a CB radio, and it said, "Before I get banned again, what's your handle?" And I got banned.
There you go. They hate the MAGA heads. They hate them. All right. So you know what? This is the last thing I think I'll say about this horrific mass shooting. Gavin Newsom came out. I think he's related to Nancy Pelosi. He's a total bog frog. And he says on Twitter, he goes, "We cannot even make it through the first week of school without mass shootings. And the GOP will continue to do absolutely nothing while our kids are being gunned down. This is sick, Jessica. What do you think of Gavin Newsom saying that?"
I think he's just like every other lefty politician. Every time there's a shooting of any kind, they capitalize on it. And they'll change the narrative. They'll change who the shooter is.
George Zimmerman was a white man, I was told.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely. Oh, remember the guy, CNN goes, the guy shooter is possibly white. It was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. They do it all the time.
He's possibly white. He's possibly, he's impossibly white. He's totally not white. But he's possibly, had to get that out there. Always have to get that out there, because that's what they do. And the guy from the GOP, his name is Zach Parkinson, came back to reply. He said, "Children are dead, and the only thing this psychopath can think about is how to politicize it to advance his career. Gavin Newsom isn't only a horrible person, he's a vile human being. I say he's reptilian." What say you, Jessica?
For sure, reptilian.
Yeah.
His human skin is too good looking. You know, there's something off about it.
See, the first time he tweeted it, he tweeted it in his first language, which is salamander. And then they translated it so the rest of us could read it. See that? Look at me. I'm making fun of what's this? Gavin Newsom. He's a horrible, he's a cretin. He's a total cretin. Now, folks.
He is the worst. But I did want to mention something. I think that the whole gun control agenda goes way deeper than we realize.
How so?
You know what I mean? I mean, look, they're inciting this violence.
Oh, not only are they inciting it, I think they're inciting it so that there's a big shooting. They can say, "Wow, we got to take your guns now."
Oh, that's what I mean, 100%. That's what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, look at all the illegals that are in here now, probably cartel members with access to all sorts of weapons.
Definitely cartel members.
And who are they selling it to?
Yep, that's right. Look, she knows. Jessica Colazzo here. I said Jessica that time. But people want to find you on the socials. How do they find you?
Jessica Colazzo on Facebook and at Jess Effing C on Instagram.
Jess Effing C on Instagram and Twitter, I think.
Yes.
There you go. Jess effing C. You'll see her there, folks. I'll post it too. Now, there's something I've been talking about for a long time. In Australia, they're thinking about taxing people on empty bedrooms in their houses. Parents have kids, they move away. Now they've got 2, 3 empty bedrooms. The government wants to tax you on them. Now, there's 2 reasons to do that. Well, 3. Number 1, make a lot of money. Number 2, get you to give up that house so they can move in our replacements. Those would be Muslims and people from Central America and people from China, of course. Just think about the new world order. That's what it's going to be. They want to do this. Also, these big equity firms are buying up a lot of these. And they're buying, I heard that by 2030, Blackstone or BlackRock, one of them will own all of them together will own 40% of all the single-family houses in America. Once they own the houses, they'll decide who lives where. Yep. They will decide. Remember, folks, under the New World Order, you will own nothing, and you'll be happy. But this is coming here. If we don't keep our foot on the gas, it will come here. All right? Now, did you see, Jessica, the video of the 12-year-old girl in Scotland being harassed by Muslim men? She whips out a knife and a hatchet and starts screaming at them, "Leave me alone, leave me alone." Have you seen that?
No.
It's horrific. She got arrested.
I was going to say, didn't she get in trouble?
Yep.
I didn't see the video.
Yeah, they didn't arrest the Muslim men. And now they're saying it's a couple from Bulgaria. A couple of what? A couple of Muslim men, maybe? Could be. They're twisting it now because they don't want the truth out there. Remember, folks, when the guy from the Rwandan guy murdered 3 little British girls, 3 little white girls, they were doing like a Taylor Swift dance party, and he just murdered them with a knife. And finally, the UK went nuts, and they said, "We're sick of these bundles of diversity coming here." And they said, "He's a British citizen, just like you. You're a racist." His parents were here illegally, and he was born. He was like 18 or 19. But he was still born from probably one of the earlier waves of illegal immigrants to come over. And everyone, look at this, far right, they're a bunch of racists. He's a British citizen. Yeah, but his parents weren't. We see what you're trying to do there. See what you're trying to do. It's coming here. Imagine, folks, your 13-year-old granddaughter so sick of having some animals try to rape her that she's carrying weapons. The little girl got arrested. You can't have a weapon in Scotland or in the UK. Why? Well, because they don't want you to defend yourselves against the attackers. That's why England is letting rapists go. Well, not all of them, just the 85% who are Pakistani Muslims. Can't arrest the Muslims. It'll look racist. And they're letting them go. And it's starting to happen here. We've seen in Boston, Haitian animal rapes some girl, an illegal immigrant, 15 years old, physically disabled, rapes her, gets away with it. $500 bail, you're out there. I'm telling you, folks, sexual assault is part of their master plan to conquer us. But we have something they don't. It's called the Second Amendment. Jessica Colazzo, how do you feel about the New World Order not even letting rapists in, but letting them sexually assault people with near impunity? As a woman who was a good friend of the Second Amendment, what do you have to say?
That totally disgusts me. And I'm wondering why England doesn't have their own 1776. Like, where are these people? Like, come on.
Well, we have a 1776 because of England.
Oh, I know. So haven't they learned anything?
No. They have not learned at all. And if anything, they've gone the other way. You can be thrown into jail. Some guy got arrested for yelling, "We love bacon. We love bacon," at a rally. He was a counter-protester for some Muslim thing. He got arrested for yelling, "We love bacon." It's coming here. The First Amendment is wonderful. And the only thing better than that, Second Amendment, because that keeps the First Amendment around. Jessica, I think.
Whenever you say that, I just picture like somebody with a semi-auto going, "I can say what I want."
I can't say what I want. That's me. I'm that guy. I can say what I want. You pull the trigger once and a dozen bullets fly out.
Not quite.
I think the New World Order is in for an awakening when they try that here, because I think you're going to find husbands, brothers, fathers mowing down rapists. That's what I think. I think you're going to find women, every woman in the country, getting a gun to carry in her purse. Jessica, what do you think about carrying a gun? in your purse?
I think it's pretty sweet. I would like to be able to do that one day. The best I have is a Burna, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, the Burna gun. Tell them what it does.
It shoots pepper balls, which will mess you up pretty bad.
Yeah, they hurt when they hit, or they just have kinetic rounds, so they just hit you. You just go, ugh.
No, I don't want those. I want the tear gas ones, actually.
If some guy is doing something so horrific that he needs a pepper ball in the face, well, I think he should have two. I think he should have two. I've seen this woman shoot. She's an assassin. You're actually really good. She had never shot before. I said, oh, this could go either way. And I was like, oh, my God. And my dad goes to the range master. Like, look, it's her first time. He's like, I wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah, he said, if she asked for my wallet, I'd give it to her.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's great, actually, because I've never been good at anything the first time ever. So maybe this was meant to be.
Maybe. We've got 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Anything on your mind, Jessica? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote?
I mean, you know, I want to promote you and say that I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I meant comedy
Happy
shows.
for you.
Okay, I meant comedy shows, but thank you.
I'm doing the same show as you, I think, in October.
Yeah, well, things are light now, folks. It's summer. October's almost full, and September is going to beef up a bit. So you can check out Jessica's Facebook. Go to my, just look for Jessica Colazzo or Kevin Downey Jr. It's going to be one of us. We're the only two out there. There is a fake KDJ on Instagram. Ignore that guy. If he's only got 4 friends, that's probably the wrong guy. If he's got 7 or 8, that's me. I got a lot of followers. I really don't have a lot of followers there. Jessica, thank you so much for coming. We should do this again.
Yeah, let's do it again. I loved it.
Let me go buy you dinner. You saucy little caída. Caída. Folks, we'll see you next week. Have a great holiday weekend.
Bye.
Great job.